Welcome to Theme Park Films, where we talk about all the information you need about roller coasters and more. And today, I will be going over the Medusa review and history over time. Medusa was the first floorless roller coaster built by B&M, or known as Bolger Malibard, and it actually has a track length of 3,985 feet, a lift hill height of 146 feet, a first drop of 132 feet, a max speed of 62 miles an hour, and it has 7 inversions, which include a vertical loop, a dive loop, a zero G roll, a cobra roll, and interlocking corkscrews, and a high-speed carousel turn, high-speed hills. Number of trains, 3, passengers per train, 32, ride cycle time, 3 minutes and 15 seconds, and hourly capacity, approximately 1,600. So those were the stats and the information that you need to know about Medusa. Medusa was located in the Frontier Adventures section of the park, and it was an odd choice, so it was given a storyline involving the legend of an old western mine where the Medusa mythology was thought to reside. Theme elements were minimal, but the visual impact of the ride made up for the eyes of most people. And Medusa, back in 1999, the trains offered a fast and smooth ride over the bright-colored track, graceful flowing along the rails. It was a good ride experience, nice and smooth, and good theming, and good for its age of being 23 years old. Now, for other themes, the queue area and station building were given some rustic western touches, like a covered wagon and old tools to convey the Medusa Mining Company story. But in 2008, Medusa began to show its age, and there had to be a major rehab in 2009, because in 2009, it was rethemed to Bizarro. The park's first villain-themed attraction, Bizarro, is a Superman nemesis who comes from a backwoods world where things are a little unusual. The familiar Medusa Mining Company theme elements took off the appearance of the Bizarro's world, complete with comic book-style story panels along with the cube explaining the story of Bizarro. Bizarro Makeover touched on every part of the Great Coaster, making it even better. The tracks received fresh paint, the vibrant blue and purple, and the Medusa entrance sign was replaced with an elaborate Bizarro portal. The trains received the biggest makeover of all, with the installation of an onboard sound system. As part of the system, that 2 center seats of the last row each train were removed to accommodate the battery pack and electronics. The speakers provided a new soundtrack featuring music, sound effects, and narration, which furthered the story of Bizarro and was timed to fit the elements of the ride. The elements of the ride included a Superman shield at the bottom of the first drop. The shield at the first drop also featured LED lights, which changed colors and added a new element after dark, lighting the mist. The most noticeable effect in Bizarro was the fire effect. The fire effect was located at the base of the Emo Man element. The other effects included the Bizarro World buildings as you pass through the ride. Bizarro had the last effect of drill heads and spikes emitting steam out, and that was Bizarro. But in 2022, Six Flags Great Adventure just announced that they are bringing Medusa back into its original form. In 2022, the park describes Medusa as the original top-rail floorless roller coaster returns to Six Flags Great Adventure. Do you have what it takes to survive the return of Medusa? Journey back into time to Great Adventure, to the Great Frontier, and experience the rise and fall of the Exile Canyon. Life in this unforgiving Gold Rush-era outpost was so grueling, and the conditions were harsh. It earned the nickname Medusa, flipping you 7 times across 3,985 feet of track. You'll be brave, scorching fire, chilling mist, and speeds approximately 60 miles per hour as you attempt to escape the wrath of the mythical Gorgon Medusa. Medusa in 2022 has a light green design for the track and also orange supports. And I noticed that the Medusa sign on the station is gone, and the horse on the side of the station building is not there either. But there is a single rider line now. So what a single rider line means is when you walk in the ride, there's a sign that says single rider line. You go through the single rider line, and the people working there tell you where an open seat is, and you go through the open seat, and then that's how the single ride works. And also, I noticed that Medusa has stages and backstories while you're waiting in line, so you can read them while you're waiting in line, and it explains the myth of legend of Medusa and the new theme that Great Adventure has for 2022 of Medusa. And also, right before you get on the ride, when you're walking to the line, you see an outhouse and a round brown wooden tabletop. I also discovered that there is wood attached to the sign when I rode Medusa, and barrels of borax, mining equipment, TNT, gunpowder, and dynamite tools. So that was it for the history of Medusa and Bizarro and Medusa again. So now we're going to go over the review of the ride. So when I last visited Six Flags Great Adventure, I got the chance to ride Medusa, and I rode it, and I noticed that the first half is faster, and the whole ride experience is much smoother. It's really smooth, and it's the same exact ride experience as you would ride a Medusa in 1999, and Bizarro in 2009, and now Medusa in 2022. And that was it for Theme Park Films. Make sure to subscribe, and have a Six Flags day.
All clear. All clear, means you're out here on the runaway mine train. Enjoy your ride. Choo-choo. Bye.